So yesterday I walked you through how to put together the all butter pie crust. And today, after the pie crust has been chilling for about 24 hours now, we're going to take it out of the fridge and roll it out, put it in the pie pan. I'm going to show you how to bake it, and we're going to make a raspberry custard pie. I'm going to use one of the pie discs that we made yesterday because the top of this raspberry custard pie actually has a brown sugar crumble and it's delicious. In that case, you actually can freeze the other pie disc that you have in your fridge right now. It's good up to maybe a month or so, and just place it back in the fridge about a day before you plan to use it so it can thaw. And it's perfectly fine if you freeze it. So I've had this pie disc out for about 20 minutes. It's pretty warm in my kitchen again today, but I think it's good to let your pie dough sit at room temperature for a few minutes until you can start to kind of push into it, because we don't want to roll it out when it's too cold. It can start to crumble and kind of fall apart. So you've heard online or maybe read, it just says start rolling out your dough after you take it out of the fridge, and it actually needs to sit at room temperature for a little while so that it's soft enough to roll out. Let's start rolling out our pie dough. You have a floured surface to work with. I like to sprinkle my dough and my rolling pin with more flour, and then give your dough a few good smacks. Even though it seems violent, it actually helps with rolling out the dough. Continue rolling in a circular shape, and then we're going to grab our pie pan. Make sure your pie dough exceeds the size of your pie pan. The process of transferring your dough to your pie pan is a little scary. I like to think of this as like rolling up a rug. You can see it here. It makes it super easy when you roll it up in the rolling pin and then transfer to your pie pan. I like to trim my pie dough a little bit so that everything is even, and then this next part, pull it inward, give it a few pinches, use a fork to crimp it, whatever works. Now that we've rolled out one disc of our pie dough, we're going to place this in the fridge to chill while we make the filling for the pie. I always recommend doing this because right now my kitchen is really warm, and if I let my pie dough sit out like this, the butter could start seeping through and melting, and it just turns into a gloopy mess and gooey mess. Place this in the fridge. It can sit there for at least a half an hour, maybe even more, depending on how long your filling takes, or if you're in the middle of doing laundry or changing tasks or whatever, it can sit there for a while. Away excess flour later, but you really need a floured surface to work with, and make sure to chill your pie shell. I can't stress this enough. And don't be perfect. Pies are supposed to look rustic. So stay tuned for the third part of this series, which is actually filling the pie shell that we've been making and baking it, and you get to see the final result. Thanks for watching.